Son of a... I'm late for my video. Since today's the day, it's Tuesday, and exams are... Oh! Hello there. And the day's finally come. The 28 years later is finally released. And first of all, I have to apologize for my trailer review when I say it shouldn't have been called 28 months later. My mom fixed that problem. Because 28 weeks include months too, so there you go, it's problem now solved. Let's start with the review of the first film and then the second film. Oh yeah, I forgot, there is some issues happening with the illness poster, so he decided to test on rage wires on himself, if it's real, but instead he got herpes now. Or is that the right word, herpes or something like that? I locked the door if in case that he will enter here or infect me. So, let's start with the first movie, 28 Days Later, directed by Danny Boyle and written by Alex Garland. The movie is basically inspiration of The Walking Dead, you know, with the main character wakes up in the hospital and finds himself all alone on the streets, and to find out there's a virus happened that destroyed half of the humanity. Actually, this isn't a zombie film. Lots of people says, oh, 28 Days Later is a zombie film. It includes zombies. But no, they're not zombies. They're not zombies at all. They're just humans, but infected, full of rage wires on them. Well, basically, thing is that they're not really dead. They're still alive, but they're not in themselves. Also, I gotta share you a fact about the trailer of this film, first time released. I thought this was gonna be a Planet of the Apes movie because it has chimpanzees who go yelling and there's a virus happening. I thought this movie is a bit of an inspiration for another franchise of another iconic one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which is the first installment of the Planet of the Apes reboot franchise. But we were all wrong. Wow. But anyway, the film begins with some animal lovers trying to save the chimpanzees, and then they didn't know about they have infection on them. They release them, and that's how pandemic starts, and then the death of humanity. Half of them at least. Well, then we cut to a character named Jim, which is he finds himself all alone on the London street, and the shot done so perfectly that you keep questioning yourself, like, how did they do it? Well, I'll tell you how. If you watch a lot of reviews in this movie, especially the Kill Count episode and the Cinemassacre's Monster Madness episode, even Pellegrin's version, I'm so sorry, James Rolfe, I hope you didn't understand it in a opposite way, but thing that is, they shot early in the morning, and that's how they shot these amazing stranded London shots. I mean, early in the morning, while nobody was out, they were all sleeping, and most of them might know what's happening, so they stay there inside anyway. I mean, that's just brilliant. Like, it's not a set. Literally, London is all stranded. Wow. So, Jim, also played by Cillian Murphy, or Cillian Murphy, I still don't know how you pronounce it. So, he finds a few survivors, tried to surviving with them, you know, but after he finds out his parents didn't make it, so he has to survive with his new friends, of course. Of course, we have the new group of survivors, which is the guy from Narnia. I forgot the actor's name. Naomi Harris, Brendan Gleeson, and Megan Burns. They're all trying to survive together, but if you haven't seen this movie, then don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. But this movie was well made, well acted, and of course, well, kind of shot, because the shot of the film is basically a video camera. You heard me right. If you see the trailers of the film, the shots itself looks bad. Okay, I admit it. It's a bad shot. It's a video camera, I know. But the ending of the film looks pretty clean because they shot actually high def camera. No one will use that actually in the movies for shooting movies. But this, I don't know. So 28 days later, I'll give it 5 pandemic logos. Now to the next film, 28 weeks later. Yep. And this movie starts out with the middle of the Jim's journey, I think, or end of his journey, because there's a text after this act, which I gotta talk about this first, after the text. The beast from Once Upon a Time left his wife and the new friends he met to death while he's running away from the infected. That was a creepy ass scene, but also to make this guy dick. Like, how dare you leave your wife like that? What an asshole! Like, how? I'm never gonna leave her if I was there. If it's my wife. He leaves, but does it worth it? Of course not! Since it's children returning to their home, yeah, that's right, I gotta talk about the text first. So the text says, basically infected starved to death. Like I said, these aren't zombies, so they can starve to death. Since zombies can live forever, but they can starve to death. So, lots of people returning their homes with the militaries are watching them, so they don't do any mischief. I like the cast of this film too, like Jeremy Renner, Idris Elba, Rose Byrne. Damn it! Woman from X-Men First Class and Apocalypse. You know one will play Moria McTaggart? Her. And I mentioned the Beast from Once Upon a Time is also in this film, but he plays such a dead character you just want to punch him in the face. Like, I wish he didn't left his wife. That would have been more heartwarming. You know, brave thing he ever done. Anyway, his kids find out their mother might be still alive, so they check on the forbidden zone on the outside of the green zone. And then there's some issues happen and there's some survived infected will attack again. Like I said, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but this movie is kind of in an ambiguous note because are they really saved? Like, how long do this continue? Is the infected gonna get mutated? Who knows? 28 weeks later, well, it's not good as the first one, but it's watchable. It's a good film, but not great. I'll give it 3 pandemic logos. Thanks for watching, everyone. 28 years later, here I come. But first, I have to check out Illness Buster first. Oh my god! Illness Buster! What are you doing here? I thought I locked you up in a cage! Hey, Khan. I hope you well. But it was an accident.